Записывайтесь в ЧВК «Вагнер», мальчики.
For years, it was shrouded in secrecy.
A secretive Russian mercenary group.
A shadowy private security company that has ties to the Kremlin.
The Wagner Group has a gruesome reputation.
Wagner Group is a Russian state-funded private military company founded in 2014 by Dmitry Utkin and Yevgeny Prigozhin. Dmitry Utkin is a Ukrainian-born Russian military officer who served in Spetsnaz GRU, the special forces of Russia's military intelligence agency, specifically the 700 Spetsnaz detachment under the 2nd Spetsnaz Brigade. Wagner was his own call sign. Yevgeny Prigozhin is a former criminal who spent 9 years in jail. Following his release, he sold hot dogs before becoming the owner of grocery chains and luxury restaurants. In 2001, Prigozhin got acquainted with Putin after Putin visited his restaurant. Ever since, his catering company has won numerous government contracts. Hence, he acquired the nickname Putin's Chef. You see, back in 2014, Russia annexed Crimea.
Large groups of pro-Russia troops surrounding Ukrainian bases, ordering their forces off of them so they can occupy them.
And pro-Russia separatists started a rebellion against the Ukrainian government in Donbass. The Wagner Group was created as a way for the Russian government to secretly support pro-Russia separatists in Ukraine. Despite private military companies being illegal according to Russia's criminal code, Wagner Group is secretly funded by the Russian government.
PMC Wagner is not supposed to exist, however, it's Russia, so anything is possible.
Wagner allows Russia to have plausible deniability for all its military operations abroad, as well as its war crimes. According to the United Nations, Wagner has committed numerous war crimes against civilians.
Wherever they go, there's a trail of human rights abuse and violations.
Même na boalikwe ala fa innocent, ti mo ti ruse ala sara mbetu.
However, much of Wagner's activities, from their crimes to casualties, remain unreported.
You can't count what you can't see, and you can't count what you don't know.
Ironically, while Russia calls Ukrainian Nazis, Wagner has signs of neo-Nazi ideology. Since 2015, Wagner expanded its operations around the world, often fighting alongside forces aligned with the Russian government. Through shady dealings, Wagner was able to exploit the natural resources in these countries.
They are really an arm of the Russian state, and every single contract that they have in Africa, in Syria, everywhere else that they have been, it has been done through negotiation with Russian diplomats and with other Russian ministries like the Energy Ministry in Syria.
Wagner exchanges its services for almost unfettered access to natural resources.
Diamond mines, gold mines, oil, stuff like that. And so that's their business model.
Wagner also has suspected presence in many other countries. The initial force of 250 Wagnerites back in 2014 rose to 50,000 in December 2022 due to the Ukraine war. And from May 2022 to May 2023, the Russian government paid Wagner 86.2 billion rubles. Wagner mostly recruits former Russian military personnel, and Wagner recruits would undergo their training at the Russian Ministry of Defense facility near the remote village of Mokin. But since July 2022, Wagner started recruiting inmates from Russian prisons. Wagner mercenaries earned between 80,000 to 250,000 Russian rubles a month, about twice as much as the regular Russian military. As Wagner has been playing a leading role in the war in Ukraine, especially the Battle of Bakhmut, and suffering heavy losses, Prigozhin became increasingly unhappy with the Russian Ministry of Defense.
Шойгу! Герасимов! Где боеприпасы?
Prigozhin also openly claims that Russia's invasion of Ukraine is unjustified. In another video, Prigozhin even referred to Putin as a happy grandpa.
Окажется, что этот дедушка мудак.
On the morning of 24th of June 2023, Wagner staged a rebellion by crossing into Russia and taking control of Rostov.
Повторю, любая внутренняя смута – смертельная угроза для нашей государственности, для нас, как нации. Это удар по России, по нашему народу.
Although Prigozhin claims to have 25,000 troops, it was assessed that Wagner only has about 8,000 mercenaries. As Wagner forces started advancing towards Moscow along the M4 highway, the Russian government did everything to prevent Wagner's advances by setting out roadblocks, destroying roads, and bombing Wagner vehicles. Wagner forces, on the other hand, shot down 6 Russian military helicopters and 1 airborne command center. Then, by the evening the same day, Prigozhin reached a deal with the Belarusian president and withdrew his forces. While details of the deal were not disclosed, some sources indicated that Russian intelligence services had threatened Prigozhin's family. Following the mutiny, Russia's FSB raided Wagner's HQ in St. Petersburg and went after Wagner mercenaries. While Russia has dropped the charges against Prigozhin, Wagner's heavy military equipment will be transferred to the Russian military. This goes to show that if the Russian government can make you powerful, they can take all of it away in a moment's notice.